Jeff Castellucci and his goddamn...
Sir, jake brakes are prohibited within city limits.
Was that perfect? If that's not the intro for this episode, I'm going to be thoroughly disappointed in myself because that's right when the camera turned on. It has to be the intro. It has to be the intro. 307 Reacts. I'm Matt. That's Chris. This is not a...
Welcome back to Financial Freedom.
Yeah,
with Matt and Gus. There is none.
This is the wrong place to go for financial freedom. Three of my bank accounts will tell you that consecutively, one after the next. So please don't take any financial advice from us whatsoever. On the screen in front of us, we have Whiskey in the Jar by our boys in VoicePlay. This one is featuring Omar Cardona. Now, have we seen him with VoicePlay yet?
We have.
Have we?
We have.
I know the name Omar.
I don't remember which one, but yes.
Okay, we have seen him. Okay, so more familiar to you than me, I guess. I don't recognize. I recognize Omar, but I thought we had a different Omar with them. Maybe it's the same guy. I don't know. Regardless, do you know anything about the song "Whiskey in the Jar"? Is it a cover? Is it a thing?
Amanda sent me a thing.
Let me look. I'll check the description on this one. I normally don't, but I'll scroll down. We'll take a look. Let's see. Yes, acapella cover.
Is from Amanda.
This says acapella cover from VoicePlay. So, Whiskey in the Jar, traditional Irish song that's been covered hundreds of times, and then most notably by Thin Lizzy, Metallica, and the Dubliners. Well then, are we gonna take a cut to listen?
Take a quick listen.
Cut it. I have heard this song again. This is another one of those songs. If you guys didn't see our Home Free Life as a Highway cover reaction to that one, we found out that was Fleetwood Mac that did the original version of Life. No. It was a different song. What was the
Rihanna?
Oh, Rhiannon. Fleetwood Mac. Oh, so The Hound and the Fox. If you haven't seen that video, that's what I'm talking about. We found out that Fleetwood Mac did the cover did the original for Rhiannon. I didn't know that they sang the words that they sang in there. I didn't know that they were singing Rhiannon in the chorus. I didn't know any of that. So this is kind of the same case with that. Yeah. I know the song and I know the melody. I don't know any. It's like been background music my whole life, pretty much. My parents listened to it.
Music.
Yeah. It's just been like rock radio music. So we know the song. We know the premise. I don't really know anything about the words, but I like that about these versions of the songs that we do because we always seem to come out of this and learn something.
Have our eyes opened.
Thank you guys for waiting for us through the intro.
Yes.
Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go.
Get it.
As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains, I saw Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol. I then
okay, hang on, wait. I didn't hear the first few lines because I was focused on the getting the thing going. I feel like there's a whole story going on here, and I want to hear all the words. Can we start over?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go again.
Reset.
As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains, I saw Captain Farrell and his money he...
By the way, to put this into perspective, going over the Cork mountains, right? Cork is actually the city in Ireland that Call Me Kevin is from.
Oh, no shit.
Anyway.
That's awesome. Okay. Did it? Just click it, yeah.
I saw Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol. I then produced my rapier. I said, stand and deliver. Whoa, the devil he made and take you.
That's cool.
A little bit of highway robbery.
I took all of his money, and it was a pretty penny. I took all of his money, and brought it home to Molly. She said she swore that she loved me. No, never would she leave me. But the devil take that woman, yeah. For you know she tricked me easy. Ring dama do dama da. Whack for my daddy, oh. Whack for my daddy, oh. There's whiskey in the jar, oh.
Dude, okay.
damn, the control of that man.
Amazing. Yeah. The whole arrangement needs a review in itself. I'm just trying to like piece together the story of what's going on, and also put my analytical engineering brain aside, audio engineering side. But so he highway robbed some dude, brought all the money home to his lady.
Yep.
But then his lady left him anyways. She
said, "Well, I'll never leave you," or whatever. Now we don't know if she left, but
the devil took her. Right? Is what.
So the devil took her.
Yeah.
So he makes a reference. He says, "Well, when he's robbing the guy, he goes, 'The devil may take you yet,' and he just took all the dude's money, right? So it's like basically, I'm doing the devil's work type of thing.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, sure.
And it's like, well, the devil may take her yet, and then so now the way I picture it in my mind is, you know, back in the day, having a jar of gold coins. I mean, a jar of gold coins nowadays.
Shit, even nowadays. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
But like. Now, there's nothing in the jar but whiskey. Like, so either she took it and spent it all, or something's happened.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I'm there. I'm with it. I just wanted to make sure I was in the right place here. Okay. Let's see if we've been real wonky with our controls lately. YouTube is real picky about whether you're clicking play on the screen or in the middle, or whether you're doing it with the keyboard. So let's see what happens if I do. Hey, that's good. Okay, let's go here. We're on track, everybody. We're on track. Professionals.
Little quick joke. He got the runs.
He does. He does.
Being drunk and weary, I went to Molly's Chambers, taking my money with me, but I never knew the danger. About 6 or maybe 7, yeah, in walked Captain Pharaoh.
Oh shit!
I jumped up, fired my pistol, yeah, and I shot him with both barrels.
I love that high range from him, dude. That rasp that
he's gotten so good, dude.
It's just so controlled now. It's crazy. From the first time that we kind of noticed, like, oh, he's doing this little thing, to now he's just like, he even had the motion for it. You know, when he went to he just was. He's confident, and it sounds so good.
And this is the other thing too. He used to do a lot of E's back in the day. So like, if you listen to Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. He uses some A's, but it's a lot of E's, right? Whiskey. This one it's whiskey. Whiskey.
He's doing a lot of A's,
which makes it sound really smooth. Like that's where you want the sound to be.
And when you think about just the natural act of yelling, you know, like if you're just belting it, right? If you're just no notes,
even
nothing,
the word hey,
hey, yeah, exactly.
It's always
like even if you're just hey. The first thing, if you just want to let out a scream, the first vowel shape that you're going to make with your mouth is typically not E. You're not typically going to go E when you let out a it's mostly going to be an ah, or like a eh, or like a big open, big open kind of thing, right? So if you take that principle of just the human reactionary system of how that works when you're yelling at somebody or you're trying to rasp and do that thing, then it makes more sense to try and form your vowels when you're singing into those more open shapes, because it's easier for your vocal cords to get the thing out and do the thing. We did that a lot when I was in records. That was like when I was having trouble hitting a higher note and doing the raspy thing with it, it was like, well, maybe we can reshape the note, or even if reshape the word, or even if the word doesn't work, maybe change it to a different word, or even then maybe reshape the whole sentence so that you can end on something that's a little more open, you know, like it can kind of affect everything, but it works out for sure. Like, you can see the results of it. Like I feel like it's a lot more natural to do an ah or an eh, like a big open kind of thing, rather than some e. You know, those are tough. Sure. Those are really tough. These stretch your vocal cords. So I don't know. I don't know
Using
anything about that stuff.
classical
But
vocal technique.
Chris Lipe knows something about it. We got a couple of his videos on our channel. Go check those ones out too, and then go over to his channel, give him a subscription because he's wild.
He's king of that shit.
I also like that they're putting the lead in the bass note. I like that.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I think that's really cool. That's
Okay, so
doesn't get utilized.
So he goes to take his money into her chambers.
Right.
Okay, so he still has the money.
Going to his lady, right? He's taking the money to my
his
lady.
lady. All right, and then in walks the pharaoh.
What he thinks is his lady. Apparently, maybe it's not because I guess she is being a little promiscuous. Maybe he had no idea.
In her chambers.
Yeah, like going to see her in her chambers. So she obviously
maybe
called
they don't
him
live
in.
together yet.
Yeah.
Who knows?
She obviously called him in. That's what I'm thinking. There's like an affair thing going on here.
There might be
like,
some sort of sideways little.
I'm thinking
on.
like she was like, hey,
he
come
goes
see
to
me later.
visit. Okay?
Yeah.
And in walks the king pharaoh.
What better way to visit your lady than with a bucket full of cash?
And he's
right?
like, I saw him and I blew him the fuck.
Second I
Say
saw
goodbye
him,
to Miss Laura. Bye, Miss Laura. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about.
Don't even worry about the rapier at this point.
Dude,
it's just
that's God, dude.
it's just two
Django
guns, baby.
Unchained.
Chop, pop. Yeah,
One of the best scenes in that.
Dude.
Like,
So that I didn't. What is this like a pirate thing? Is this like a sea shanty thing?
well, just back in the day, I
guess
a lot of people carried like it was single shot pistols, and if
the old
if you wanted-
blunderbusses.
If you wanted, I know exactly what you.
You know where we're going next.
And if you wanted to have more than one shot, if you wanted a high capacity pistol, you got the one that was the double barrel.
Okay. Yeah.
Like those old. You think of like the old gambler guns.
Yeah,
right?
sure. That had the two.
That's like the
sideways
most
barrels on them.
recent
or even
one
maybe
they
the
still
two
make.
topside barrels
Yeah,
on them. They
yeah.
made little revolvers that did
Yeah.
that too. Interesting. Super interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that this song had that. Again, see, this is why I like these, because you get to actually listen to the words.
I had no idea.
In a lot of and we've had a few comments about these over the last few that we've made this this what do I want to say, this observation. We've had people that say, I like the acapella because I can hear the words better. Maybe it's the music that muffles it. It is a little bit, because in instruments, when you're playing notes, and we've talked about this before, a string rings out one certain frequency very, very prominently, but it also rings out 1,000 other frequencies when you're doing that too. And if you have those other small, like ghost frequencies in the field of the vocals, they're going to fight for space basically in the mix.
Well,
so,
and not only that, like your brain can absorb the whole thing as one piece. Or if you really try to focus in on one thing or the other, you can only do one or two at a time.
Your brain has a tough time processing the entire thing at once. So that's typically why you'll pick out certain things. Most people pick out the vocals first because that's the most relatable, recognizable
on this
things.
song, the most like thing that stands out on this song, especially in the Metallica version, is that
the lead
lead line,
and
it's like,
and I think that's probably what stood out in like the Thin Lizzy version and like the originals of the thing,
you listen
right?
to it, you're like, oh,
you're like, and that's why I said I like that they changed it and they accentuated the bass part for doing
the
the
low
lead.
end. Yeah.
You do not hear that, especially in rock music. Especially in rock music, the bass is almost forgotten in rock and roll. It's pretty much play the root notes. Okay, let's go. Everybody else do the work. You just, I don't know what he's doing over there, playing the root notes. Like, that's why bass players have gotten a lot of flack over the years, because they don't seem to be doing a whole lot. But however, my opinion, bass players are like they are like half the mix.
Yeah.
If you ever get the chance to listen to an audio mix and have somebody mute the bass guitar and then put it back in, just experience it. It's you'll be like, holy crap, there's more bass guitar than guitars in there. And technically, if you mix a song correctly, you can get away with more bass than guitar, because the guitars, it's just kind of a static that adds to the bass and makes an overall tone, right?
Yeah.
So like, and that's very specific. That's like rock and metal and like, high distortion tones and things like that. There's a whole different, I'm not going to get into it.
Yeah.
There's philosophers
There's so much.
and music guys out there that you can watch for hours and hours to figure it all out. It's an entire different world if you're interested. But yeah, this is that's partially why, is because none of the other music's there. Your brain's not working as hard. There's no other frequencies fighting for it. They have a clear channel and a lane for them to just sing their thing in. That's why. Less is more, basically, kind of thing.
Less is more.
Let's go.
Now something like the fishing, and some men like the fountain. Some men like to hear, whoa, to hear the cannonball roar.
Me, I like sleeping, especially in my Molly's chamber. But here I am in prison. Here I am with a ball and chain. Yeah, my show rain, dama do dama da. Rain, dama do dama da. Work for my daddy.
Yeah.
Work for my daddy. Oh, there's whiskey in the jar.
Oh, there it is. They brought it back to the. There it is. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, it's got to be so interesting being the mix engineer.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching. If you'd like to see some behind the scenes footage, hear karaoke versions of the songs, participate in web chats, and a whole lot more, head on over to patreon.com today and sign up. We'll see you over there.
It's got to be so interesting being the mix engineer for these guys and like mixing just an acapella, and for any of them really, but mixing like just an acapella drum set, like, and making it like time aligning it, like, and like picking out your snare sample from lanes. Just, all right, I need you, just give me like 3 or 4 different snare hits. And like for anybody that doesn't know, when you're in a professional studio, they like, before you do a full drum recording, they'll have you go through and just hit each drum 3 or 4 or 5 times really hard one time. And that's basically for sample replacement. So you're making just a clip of the drum, right? So if they go in and they're doing drum editing and they find and it's like, oh, one of your snare hits wasn't as tight there. They can fly in one of your samples from a different track and just lay it in right there, and all of a sudden it fills it in.
Yep.
So creating Lane's map, basically his drum map from all of his different samples, and then laying it in after because obviously he's going to do the main take on the mic, right? And then your job is to go back in and lay it in and make everything clean. You clean it up, right? And make sure that it's all seamless. Because when you're stretching parts and moving things, you get these overlays, and your job is to crossfade those to fill them in to where you don't hear the gaps. Drum editing is wild, right?
It's a nightmare.
Drum edit. You've seen me do parts. It's.
I'm like, dude, fuck this.
It's kind of a nightmare. It's wild. It takes a long time and a lot of dedication, and that's on a kit with dedicated microphones. I'm trying to figure out how it would be with somebody, because like on a kit, you have every channel has its own dedicated microphone. So a snare, you're only going to see the wave pop up. For the most part, it's going to be right.
Yeah.
When you're working with a beatboxer, all the other it's all in there when he's doing the thing. So you basically have one track of things to lay in samples on. So you kind of have to rely on him to just be on the beat and like do the thing and put the beat together and not fuck that up. And then you go in and kind of just polish it.
Yeah.
Dude, talent. Yeah. Talent and performance and practice. That means that Lane is getting in there and laying down, and Adam Rupp and Lane, and who's the guy for Pentatonics? I can't remember his name. You guys will tell me. But they're all getting in there. That means they're all getting in there and laying down these flawless takes. Kevin. They're getting in there and laying down these flawless takes on the microphone. Yeah. And then basically the producer's going in there and sample overlaying a few hiccups, and then that's it. That's a take, which is basically the same amount of talent that you need to be on a real drum set. It's the same thing, which is, I guess,
it's just the process is a little different.
A little bit different, but I mean, overall, you want the best take you can get from the gate, like that you can work with, and it's the same thing that applies to drums. It's just crazy to me how much of those two worlds cross paths with each other. They're completely different, yet at the same rate, they're almost exactly the same.
Yeah. So
weird, dude.
It is weird.
That world of beatboxing is like really got me right now, especially like and Harry Mack's little neurology sentence creation thing on top of the making beats on top, and like he doesn't do beatboxing, but like on top of the just on top of having to put all that together, the whole world of the mind creation thing with all that is just.
Dude,
I don't know. I could go on rants for that for hours and hours. Obviously, the whole group is amazing, but I'm a percussionist, so the first place I go is the drums. And I think all these guys that you've introduced me to in these groups are like, it's a whole new world for me, dude. It's opened a whole new thing. Like, this is possible. What? I want a sample pack from Adam Rupp. Yeah. It's that possible that I want to use his snare drums in my full music instrument mixes. I want to use a cappella snare drums because I think they would sound awesome. So
that'd be dope,
dude. I still subscribe if that ever comes out. It was my idea first. I won't take any credit for it. I'm just saying it was my idea. I was the one on Reaction Channel going
in the footnotes.
I told you to make these sample packs, okay? And I will buy one. I promise. That was incredible.
Yeah, I love the story.
I would have never known.
He's like, he goes, now my favorite thing to do is sleep. Some people like to fish. Some people like to hunt birds. Fowling.
But did you say that he likes to sleep?
I like to sleep in
my
chambers.
Molly's chambers.
He goes, but instead I'm in prison.
So obviously there was an affair thing going on.
I don't know, man. Like maybe the dude that he robbed was her husband and he just didn't know. And then he came home.
Yo!
And he went over to, like, visit her, and her husband came home, and he's like, what the fuck?
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That could totally be like, I was doing highway robbery shit, and I was just out doing my thing, being a pirate, whatever.
Held this guy up. I've been watching this girl, I really like her, whatever.
Well, and even, maybe I've even been seeing this girl. A fair and a weird, just happened to be a coincidental thing. Yeah, dude. What? I love that. I'm going to go with that theory that it was both an affair and a situation of happenstance where this guy was just doing the thing that he normally does, didn't know that this girl had, well, maybe did know, but didn't know it was going to be that guy.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, here we go, and it's like, oh, shoot, held you up at gunpoint, and I told you, devil's going to get you eventually. Yeah. Pop, devil got you.
Yeah.
Yo! That's really good.
Because here's what makes me think that, okay?
I think you're onto it, bro. I think you're there.
So typically back in the day, they wouldn't refer to somebody's bedroom as their chambers unless they were wealthy.
Right, that would be like a castle chambers,
mansion or castle or some type of thing.
And especially in Ireland.
Typically a pirate, they're going to want to fly under the radar. They're not buying expensive type shit. They're going out and drinking a lot and buying a lot of food and hookers and
pirates
whatever
are looting
else.
that booty, bro.
That's it, dude. Blunderbuss on our booty.
Busting the looty booted.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, the dude and the crew did a song anyway. But he refers to her bedroom as her chambers. So she was somebody of importance. The dude he robbed was a king pharaoh.
Yeah.
Also a dude of importance.
Dude, totally makes sense.
So like
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just happened to be seeing this lady who was obviously having an affair. Maybe he knew that she was, and he was just keeping it on the side, doing that whole thing. But then, like, I'm also a robber, and like I'm just out doing my pillaging, and like, oh, dude, I happen to hold up a king tonight. That was fun. You're gonna love this, dude. This jar of money. Look at this. And then dude comes in. He's like, that's the guy. Pop. You were with. This, so you're like, hi, God. Oh, I'm going to prison.
Oh, I'm going to prison.
Dang it. Dang it. Almost got away with it. See, I would have never known that was like the original message of that song. I would have known the lead for the rest of my life, obviously, but I would have never known that like that song had that story.
Yeah.
It's a tip of the hat to the original songwriter, whoever it may be. You guys will probably tell us in the comments. Tim Cochran for "Life Is a Highway," I think was that one.
Yeah,
Tim Cochran. Thank you
Made
guys for telling us
famous
that
by Rascal Flatts.
Someone said Chris Ledoux was the original artist, and I was like, I'm pretty sure not on that one.
He definitely did a cover of it, but
not the original.
But
anyways, yeah. So you guys will tell us the original in there, but it's a tip of the hat to the original artist and their ability for making like cool songs that aren't just like your typical, like, it's a romance song, but it's like this cool, almost Robin Hood-esque, but not Robin Hood. You kind of just got screwed, right?
It's
like
a ballad, like legitimately a ballad.
Yeah,
like
I like it, dude.
We don't get ballads anymore.
You don't get like those memorable songs anymore.
I'm trying to think if anybody can name a ballad that has hit the radio in the last 5 years. I would love to know.
Glenn Fricker said in one of his live streams. Yeah, I'm on board with that. Glenn Fricker said in one of his live streams something. Oh, fuck, I lost what I was going to say. Something about songwriting and actually making a good song. But yeah, that's been lost. Like,
yeah.
He was saying it's unbelievable to me that especially in the time and age that we live in, where there is so much political bullshit to talk about, that no one's writing political music. Like and especially like for the he's a metal a metal motivated channel, right?
He probably doesn't know Tom McDonald and
right.
Adam Calhoun and all that.
He is directing towards the metal community, and what he's saying is like all you metal dudes are being a bunch of sissies, like
writing the same shit.
You guys are supposed to be the ones who are writing the fuck the government songs and like the political anarchy and all this shit, and you guys are all writing about your feelings.
You guys are the same ones talking about we have to reschedule our show due to COVID. Like,
yeah, exactly. You guys are the one writing about your fucking feelings. And that's the thing. No one was writing about COVID either. And it's like, hello? You guys have so much ammo to work with, and no one's using it in the metal community. Again, this is just metal community-wise. He was just kind of like, what the fuck, guys? Like, what the hell's going on? So, yeah.
That what the fuck, guys, almost sounded exactly like him. Like
what
you
the
almost
fuck, guys?
nailed that impression.
I've been watching Glenn Fricker a lot. He's one of my favorites for sure. But, these guys nailed it. I love hearing the actual message of the song. Obviously, vocal performance, 5 out of 5. The whole group in general. Omar killed it. A great addition. Love the runs. I love the repeated yeah. Like I always like it when they do. It's almost like holding up a squeal on a guitar. I love it when vocalists do that thing. Great all around. 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
I could go on for hours. Let's just get out of here.
If you guys enjoyed today's pirated video as much as we did,
I'm gonna go low.
Go on down. Just scroll down just a little bit. Not too far.
You'll see it.
There's a red bar.
You'll see it.
Go ahead and click that red bar, okay? Leave a thumbs up.
Yes.
Smash that subscribe button.
Smash it.
Click the bell.
Click it.
Become part of the
notification gang.
Oh, yeah.
That was...
oh, yeah.
That might be as best as I can do.
I was going to let you take it.
I was like...
Notification
That
gang.
might be as good as I can get, guys. That's it, dude.
We'll see you next time.
Bow! That was fucking great. Oh. How soon is too soon? Well, according to Rosa Parks, never, apparently. You can't say shit ever. I didn't even know that was going to be offensive, dude. Look at this. I'm like, oh, damn. They just straight slap Rosa Parks in the face right there. Like, oh, still on the back of the bus, huh?
If you guys don't know what we're talking about.
I'm not even going to clip this in because we already got our intro. It was at the very beginning of this. But maybe I will at the end. I don't know.
I might put this at the end.
I might put it at the end.
There's a picture somebody took of a city bus, and it had like a Rosa Parks
memorial
type thing. Yeah. On the back of the bus.
Just on the very back. And someone tagged it with, still on the back of the bus, eh, Rosa? Or something like that. Like, oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. You know, history repeats itself. I'm just saying.
Okay. Right? Advertising teams. Be on top of it. Okay?
What's that guy's name that did the real estate thing? I want to know because I want to start watching him. I liked that a lot.
Gino the Ghost. So Gino the Ghost.
Maybe text that to me or something like that. But yeah, that was really good. If you buy 10, of course.
Of course.
He's like, if I put $8,000 down on a house that was $90,000 that now today costs $700,000, yes, that's a path to financial freedom. Of course it is. Like, oh, I could just buy rental properties. Duh. I could just have 30 rental properties. How am I supposed to buy 30 rental properties if I can't buy one rental property?
Big facts.
He's all, and it's great that you want us to do that. But in today's market, you're not going to do that. You can't.
Yeah.
He just goes, you can't. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
There is a small percentage of people who in today's market would be able to buy one rental property, including their home. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, dude. Wow.
It's hard not to buy one property to live in, like, full time.
And what's wild is how are there people out there who are that delusional living in, like, do you not understand, like, social economics or...
Like, I understand that they're just trying to be helpful. They're like, look, this worked for me. I get that.
Okay, in the grand scheme of things, for one out of every, 500,000 people, there's probably a couple in there that can buy some rental properties. Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll give them that. So for a humongous umbrella of people, they're like, well, there's probably a handful of people in there who hear this and they're like, oh, you know what? Whoa.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Well, maybe I could. Oh, well, rental property is down right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's condos going up all over Casper. Someone's buying them. You know what I mean? Like someone owns those buildings. I have no idea, but it's just absurd that people are out there. I mean, for someone like me, again, who am I to judge? I don't fucking know. That's why I'm out here on doing a reaction channel where I'm like, I don't know. Dude, it's
like, let me put it this way, okay? I'm trying to buy a house next year, okay? We have to save. Originally, it was, okay, we could say, when me and Kenna started playing a couple years ago, we want to do 20%. This is our budget. We're going to need approximately $30K, okay? Now, because of the housing market,
that still works.
2 years, okay?
That still works.
Now, in order to meet that 20% of a house that we want, it was going to be
like 80.
50K.
Okay, yeah.
Then we went ahead and did some more looking today. Fuck, dude, we're going to need 70.
Yeah.
So it's like,
at a certain point, it's like, just start saving up for a house, and however much you have to put down, that's good.
What we have.
That's good. That's fine. As long as you have something to put down, that's kind of where it's at. But yeah, and to be honest, bro, just hold out. Just hold out. Maybe not even buy next year because the balloon is inflated, my friend. And at a certain point, that baby's going to pop. And you guys are going to get a $500,000 house for $128,000, and it's going to be amazing, okay?
Realistically, I think the housing price is going to stay the same. It's the interest that'll drop.
Well, the interest will go first because that's, once the crisis happened, interest rates go out the door. And then because there's no interest rates, everything loses interest, right? So then those prices start to slowly come down. And then you go into the reset and the collapse and everything. Hi, welcome to... All right.